So, I would like to get your comment regarding the controversial issue now in Dumaguete City. So let's talk about traffic. The one, yeah, the city is now implementing the one-way traffic scheme to ease traffic. What can you say about this? What's your take? This
It doesn't ease traffic.
why?
Because the one thing that causes most of the traffic is the way parking is handled in the city. Most new developments have nose in, tail out designs. And a lot of times, because the property is too small, the, the vehicle is on the sidewalk. Okay? So that means wherever these developments are, the people have to walk on the street. Okay? Because they're walking in the street, it doesn't matter if it's one way or two way. Everybody has to slow down because you don't want to hit somebody, right? So traffic is like a slinky. You see in Toy Story where they have that slinky dog, where it's like an accordion. That's how traffic works. So when there's a holdup, there's a accordion effect. So it eventually moves down, and this is why, like the two bridges, 6 o'clock is horrendous, really horrendous. But anyway, as far as traffic is concerned, I think there should be a little more an in-depth look at how to address traffic problems. One of them is you limit vehicles like pedicabs. Which direction can they go in? If you change pedicabs to east-west direction only, that would remove a lot of vehicles out of the north-south direction. Yeah, I mean this is a very simplistic look at it, but if you limit where certain vehicles can go, that would really resolve it. I mean they've done it at what's the name, Freedom Park, but the problem is that's one block. What are you gonna do with one block? The bypass road will help tremendously if they get beyond one-fourth of it. I went on the bypass road on Saturday. Oh, this is great. And then less than a mile later, oh, back on the regular roads. I was like, it's taking so long. Yeah. The truck ban, the way urban planning works, there's certain streets for certain uses. Okay. So for buses and trucks, they don't belong inside of the city streets. They just don't. They're too narrow. A lot of the streets are still asphalt. The diversion road is similar to a freeway in the US where you have fast moving traffic and they only have certain places to get off. That works. It does work. Uh, but the problem is, I've seen a lot of times, if diversion road is 4 lanes, there's people that are parking in 2 lanes. So the net effect is gone because you lost 2 lanes because people park, they're not supposed to park there. Now, some people say, where am I going to park? Well, that's part of the development standards. Is if you build something, you're supposed to accommodate so many numbers of cars within your property. And the nose in, tail out is not a solution. The solution which you see in the bigger cities is it's a parking lot. That's the solution. I've mentioned many times that there should be a joint project between private and public in downtown where if you want to build a certain density, which is beyond what the code requires, then you negotiate with the city. Okay, I'll provide half of the stalls needed for public, and the other half of the stalls is for my project, and you allow me to build 3 more stories, or let's say 15% more floor area. Those are reasonable requests. I mean, that's some serious collaboration between private and public, but that will help some of the problems. Right now, everybody's parking on the street, and some streets are too narrow for two-way traffic. So even converting some of the traffic to one-way, if everybody's parking there, it's negligible. It just doesn't make sense. I believe that there should be some parking lots to take people off of the streets. Let's face it, everybody likes convenience, right? And if there's a stall in front of where you're going, you will park there. But the second best is if someone designs and builds a parking lot, let's say every other block, you'll just be walking one block. That's not inconvenient. It's just getting used to it, but it isn't inconvenient, and it addresses all this congestion. Right now, it's pandemonium. It's really pandemonium. I think the discipline zones are fine, but those are temporary fixes. They need to do something more permanent.